Okay, my experience at Amazon Camperforce for the 2019 season at Murfreesboro, Tennessee. How did it go? Let's start from the beginning. Okay, the hiring process. I went online, Amazon Camperforce, look it up, and filled out the application. A couple months down the road, they get a hold of me, and I had to do some kind of little test. It was another month or so before they got back with me again. Now, I do want to let you know that there's very little interaction human-wise, like talking with Amazon. In fact, none until we got here to Murfreesboro. It's all done online. In fact, we had a webinar at a certain time, certain day, blah, blah, blah. And everything's on Pacific time because the company's based out of Seattle, Washington. So I had to attend that. It was about 15-20 minutes, I want to think, maybe 30 at the most. We had to listen to them go over the policies of Amazon, kind of what to sort of expect. And anyway, that went on. Listen to that. You have to log in so they'll know you're there. And then we wait and wait and wait and wait. And finally, we get notified by email again where to go take a drug test. They want you within, I think it was 45 minutes of where you are to take a drug test. Now, with me, that was kind of a problem, and I'll tell you why. We were in Buffalo Creek, Colorado, and that is in the middle of absolutely nowhere. Denver is probably 2 hours east of where we were, maybe more than 2 hours. Woodland Park is about an hour or so away from us. So we kept going back and forth, and finally they come up with a place in Evergreen, Colorado. And I said, okay, that'll work. That's not that far. So went up there, took the drug test, waited, I think, about a week, got that back, and I got a little thing in the email. Welcome aboard to the Amazon Camperforce. But anyway, we chose Murfreesboro, and I got accepted for the Murfreesboro. Going good, and I get another email with a list of the campgrounds that Amazon recommends, and they pay up to $550 on your campgrounds. And there was a list of the 4 or 5 campgrounds around this area, and they gave the prices of it. Some were higher than others, and I chose Tennessee Hills. They were $575 a month, and you figure I was going to be there for 8 weeks, which is 2 months. And I said, okay, that's just $25 a month out of my pocket. So we paid the $50 up front, and that was covered. Amazon covered the rest of it. So we go through the orientation. We get our badge so we can log in and get in and out of the building, go through the turnstiles. Otherwise, you won't get in there. A1. Here we go. And they divide us up in groups of 5, and our ambassador trainer takes us through the whole plant, this big, humongous place, and shows us, where each mod has different things, and shows how to work the scanner, basically how this works, that works, the rules, the do's and don'ts of Amazon, what time you break, your lunch is, and all that good stuff. And I think it's around day 3 they start letting you actually pick, and they'll come by every once in a while and check on you. Now, Murfreesboro has mostly clothes and shoes and this small lightweight stuff, and it's not that bad. It took me probably around the 3rd week to actually get my, I call it walking legs, got used to walking that much. I mean, it's like I said, you're averaging 10 to 12 miles a day. There's 3 different floors on parts of the building. It's upstairs, downstairs, and that's the worst part of Amazon is walking. But otherwise, if you're looking for a way to make some decent money within 8 weeks, they treat you pretty good. It could have been better. We do get a end of the assignment bonus, 50 cents for every hour that you work, and $1 for every hour of overtime you work. And you get that on your last paycheck. We did get 2 shirts. One was Peak 2019, showed that you were there during the peak season, and the other was a camperforce shirt, and you get a little lanyard that holds your ID badges and all that other good stuff. This year it was green with Class A RV on there. It said Amazon Camper Force. Will I go back to Amazon this time around? Probably. And here's the reason why. It's good money. It's not that hard. It was 8 weeks due to the early start. You can make some decent money. You get your campground paid for. For us, is all but $25 a month, which isn't bad for full hookups. So think about it. My assignment went from October the 23rd through December the 19th, and we had 2 days after that to get out of here. So not bad at all. So probably, yeah, I'll probably be going back. So I hope that helps out. Like I said, log on to Amazon Camper Force and apply if you're looking for some good work this around Christmas season. A good way to make you some decent amount of money in a short period of time. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Just a lot of walking. Shirts and shoes and some aerosol cans is basically all you're going to be pulling. And it's a lot better now. The place is a lot more organized than it was when I was here. So until next time, take care.